Hi everyone! Well, I'm headed outside for a harvest of winter greens from the garden grocery store. Now it's Christmas time and we've been going to a lot of holiday parties. We're trying to eat healthier, so I thought a salad for lunch would be a good way to start. The first stop here is the kitchen garden. The salad greens grow beautifully here in Southern California during the winter time. The summertime it's too hot, but in the wintertime the temperatures are nice and cool and they absolutely love it. So my first harvest here is going to be from this Kim Smart Pots. Some lettuce greens in here. These just look so tasty and they're going to be absolutely delicious on a salad. Now when you're harvesting greens, you just want to snip a couple of the leaves from the outer edges of the plant. Actually, you can just pinch them off. You don't really even need scissors. This is the beautiful Paris cause lettuce from my lettuce greens collection. Oh, these are just going to be so tasty in our lunchtime salad. So I'm pinching the outer edge and leaving some of the inner part of the greens, and then they'll grow back within a week or so. I think this is the butter crunch. It's always nice to have a little variety in the salad. I'm not going to pick too much because I want to leave enough for our Christmas Day salad. Just pick enough for lunch today. And right over next door here is some beautiful giant red mustard greens. I absolutely love mustard greens. They're nice and zippy, and what a beautiful color. Now, one thing I like to do with lettuce is succession plant, which means plant it in stages so I never run out of lettuce to harvest. So this little container right back here was planted probably about 3 or 4 weeks after the 2 containers in the front. So you can see they're not quite ready to harvest, but in about 3 to 4 weeks, these ones will be ready for the salad plate. Now we're expecting 4 days of rain here this week, so I've been outside throwing down seeds like crazy to take advantage of the rain. That way the rain does the work and I don't have to water. Now the next step on the garden grocery store is right here at the Nasturtiums. Now a lot of you might think of Nasturtiums as a flower, and they are an absolutely beautiful flower, but the leaves and the flowers are also edible. Now my nasturtiums aren't in bloom yet, but as the days get longer and this area gets more sunlight, they'll start to bloom and spill over the cement wall here, and they'll be absolutely beautiful. But for now I'm going to pick some of the leaves because they're nice and zippy and add a nice crunch and a nice spicy flavor to our salad. And the green is absolutely beautiful. Now just you wait until the flowers bloom. Orange, yellow, so bright, so beautiful, and make a delicious, beautiful topping for a salad too. Next stop on the garden grocery store is for some chives. I absolutely love chives. They add such a nice flavor to the salad, and I have some growing right here along the edges of this garden bed. Chives are such an easy herb to grow. They're a perennial. They grow absolutely beautifully here in the winter time and in the summertime. Now you can see my chives are kind of a little bit wilted. I haven't been watering the past couple of weeks because the weather has been pretty cold, and I knew that the rain was coming. So I was waiting for the rain, and they're still doing absolutely fine. So if you want a super easy herb to grow, definitely pop some chives in your garden. Just gonna give them a little haircut here, and they grow right back. You can cut them way back to the bottom here, and they grow right back, and they add a beautiful flavor to the salad, and we also love them on scrambled eggs. As soon as they get a little bit of rain, they'll perk right up. Oh, these just smell so good. Right next to the chives are a really beautiful green. I absolutely love it. It's called red vein sorrel. It's a perennial, and it is an absolutely beautiful green. Here I have some small little baby greens growing. It's a beautiful red color. So if you're looking for a hardy, really beautiful green to grow in the wintertime in a southern climate, definitely try some red vein sorrel. Once you cut it back, it grows right back, and it's an absolutely beautiful green to grow. Next stop on the garden grocery store are collards. Collards are an absolutely delicious winter green to grow. They grow well in the heat and in the cold. Our salad's going to be mighty tasty. Now I have some collards growing here in this 15-gallon Smart Pots. They grow absolutely beautifully in a container or in a garden bed. You could also grow them in a smaller container like the Kim 5-gallon Smart Pots. Collards are so cold tolerant and also very heat tolerant. Super healthy and quite delicious too. So I'm just going to harvest a couple of greens, and these also will grow back once you pinch the leaves. They're a beautiful green for your winter garden. And you guys, look at this. I'm really excited that I have oranges. These should be ready to harvest soon. They've still got some green around the top. So once they get orange and are fully ready to harvest, we'll come back and do a harvest video on these. Now, like I mentioned, we are supposed to get about 4 days of rain this week. So yesterday I went through here, pulled out some of the beans and zinnias that have been growing in here since the summertime, planted a whole bunch of peas along this trellis. So it's going to be really fun to see those fill in and grow over the next couple of months. And also down the middle here, I planted some broccoli and cauliflower. So I can't wait for some tasty, cool weather veggies. Now, growing right here in the smart pots, we have some more delicious greens. I'm going to grab some more of this red vein sorrel, just so we have enough for our salad. And also in this long smart pots bed here, I planted some purple kohlrabi. Aren't these leaves absolutely beautiful? These will form little bulbs at the bottom, and we'll be able to eat those. They taste kind of like broccoli stems. I think I'll actually grab a couple of these purple leaves as well, because the leaves are edible, and we'll add a really nice, beautiful color to our salad here. Our little harvest basket is looking really, really pretty. Now, right down here at the end of this long smart pots is some napa cabbage. I absolutely love napa cabbage. The color is so, so beautiful. Now, eventually they will form little cabbage heads, but things grow really slowly in my backyard during the wintertime. I don't get a ton of sun. So right now they're just kind of leafing out. Look at the color, guys. Is this not just one of the brightest greens you've ever seen? And you can see here there are some little creepy crawlies or something chewing on the leaves, but no worries, they're still perfectly fine to eat. And these are the juiciest, most tender greens. You can even use little stems here like you would celery in a stir fry. But we are just going to toss them in our salad today. And we're harvesting these with a cut and come again method. And if you don't know what that is, it means you cut from the outer edges, and then the leaves come right back. They'll grow back over the next week to 2 weeks, and we'll be harvesting them for a couple of months. Next stop on the garden grocery store is right here with some chard and some kale. Chard and kale are beautiful winter greens. This is a red chard, and you can see it's like a little baby chard. These aren't growing too fast because there's not too much sunlight right now, but I'm going to take a couple of leaves and they are going to be absolutely beautiful in the salad. A couple little baby purple kale leaves. Look at the color on this. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And now that the days are getting longer, we're going to be getting more sunlight and the growth will start picking up. So we've got the red chard, and we also have some, I think this is a rainbow chard, little baby leaves here. Look at that yellow color. And while I'm here, I'm also going to grab some New Zealand spinach. New Zealand spinach does beautiful in the cold and in the heat here in California. It tastes a little bit like regular spinach, but regular spinach doesn't do well in the heat. So this is a good all-weather green to grow. So we've got a nice little harvest here from the outdoor garden grocery store. Now let's head inside where there's more growing indoors. Now, for those of you whose gardens are shut down for the winter time, don't think that you can't grow your own food. There's a lot that you can grow indoors, including something right on your windowsill that's so easy. Here I have some microgreens growing. These are so tasty and so delicious and grow from seed to harvest in about a week or so. Don't need a grow light. You just snip and clip, and they're going to be delicious in our salad. I believe these are arugula microgreens. Now, you might remember a little while back when we did how to grow lettuce indoors. Well, this is the lettuce we planted on that video about 6 weeks ago. It is growing absolutely beautifully. We've got red romaine and Paris cause, and we are going to snip some off and have it in our lunchtime salad. Aren't these greens absolutely beautiful? Now, they don't grow as large indoors as they do outdoors, but it's definitely a great option if you can't grow outdoors in the wintertime or you don't have any space to grow outdoors. Just pop some under a grow light and they're an absolutely beautiful winter green. We're very excited about our winter greens harvest from our garden grocery store, but we wanted to wrap this video up to say that not only are we thankful to be able to harvest our own food this year, but we're also very, very thankful for you.
Yep. We think you're the best viewers anyone could ever ask for. We so appreciate how you all are coming out to see us and meet us and tell us your stories, and we love the stories and love hearing how you all are growing as gardeners as well.
That's right. It's so rewarding and motivating to us to hear stories of how gardening has changed your life. And I also love how encouraging this community is to each other. In the comments, on the live streams, people are just so willing to share their garden tips, encourage each other, check up on each other, and really just be a supportive community of gardeners.
Yes, so no matter how much space you have, or if you don't have a lot of space, you can learn to grow here, and we love hearing your success stories, so keep at it, everyone.
Absolutely, and coming up on 2020, we have a lot of fun gardening videos, so get ready to garden. It's going to be a great new decade. Can you believe it? A new decade. So here's to 2020 and to more gardening.
Yep.
All right, guys, have a great Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year. Bye-bye.